Hi students, in today's session I would like to explain about causative verbs. The English verbs have, make, let, get and help are called causative verbs because they cause something else to happen. Now I would like to give you some examples on how to use the causative verbs. First, causative verb have. It means give someone else the responsibility to do something. Here is the structure. There are two different structures. The first one is have plus person plus verb in the base form. The example is the surgeon had the nurse take the patient's temperature. So it means the surgeon gave the nurse the responsibility to take the patient's temperature. Next structure is have plus thing plus past participle or verb. The example is they had their house painted before putting it up for sale. Okay, so if it is with things, you have to use past participle or verb, painted. The next one is causative verb make. It means force or require someone to take an action. Here is the structure. Make plus person plus verb in the base form. Let me give you the example. The first one, this film really makes me laugh. And the second one, she made her children do their homework before going to bed. So it means she force or require her children to do their homework before going to bed. Okay. There is something that you have to remember, that we can use make in the passive followed with infinitive with to after the passive. Here is the example. I'll give you the active sentence first. They made the hostages lie on the floor. This is the active, yeah? Made. And then the passive, the hostages were made to lie on the floor. Okay, remember that you have to use infinitive with to after the passive form. Next, here we have causative verb let. Means permit something to happen. Here is the structure. Let plus person or thing plus verb in the base form. The example is I don't let my kids watch violent movies. So it means I don't permit my kids to watch violent movies. The second sample. Oops, I wasn't paying attention while cooking and I let the food burn. Okay, as you can see here, wasn't is in the past tense, yeah? So it means I let the food burn. Let here is also in the past tense. So remember that the past tense of let is also let. So there is no change here. Next, we have causative verb get. Means convince or encourage someone to do something. Here is the structure. Get plus person plus to plus verb. So you have to add to before the verb. Let's see the example. I'll get the architect to modify the plans. Next, how can we get all the employees to arrive on time? So how can we convince all the employees to arrive on time? That's the meaning, yeah? Okay, I have a note here about causative verb have and get. We sometimes use to have or to get something done to talk about unpleasant things which happen to us as a result of somebody else's actions. Here is the example. He had his bike stolen. So this is the result of somebody else's action that happened, yeah, something unpleasant. Yeah. The next one, be careful, you might get your fingers to burn. Okay, now we are in the last one of the most common causative verb. Here is help, means assist someone in doing something. There are two different structures here. The first one is help plus person plus verb in the base form. Here is the example. Reading before bed helps me relax. Now I'm gonna show you the second structure. Help plus person plus to plus verb. So the only difference is there is to here before the verb. Here is the example. Reading before bed helps me to relax. Okay. So what's the difference between these two? I want you to note that both of the examples are grammatical and there is no difference in meaning. So yeah, so it means the same. Both are the same. Okay guys, thank you so much. Now I hope this explanation give you some insight. Yeah, now I would like you to do exercise part 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6 by following the instruction on each part thoroughly. Okay, good luck dear.